With the Boruto series currently on hiatus, I think it's the perfect time we talk about what's better, the Boruto anime or the Boruto manga. It's a discussion that many fans have been having since the beginning of the series, and I thought I would bring light to it, since we're currently waiting for the series to return. Many fans love the crazy fights in the anime with deep emotional moments that can be portrayed as well, while many fans also love getting ahead and reading the manga, which has been filled with great developing plotlines. Boruto chapter 80 ended with Boruto and Sasuke leaving the Hidden Leaf Village together, and with the time skip coming, it does look like Boruto will be away from the Leaf Village for a couple of years. Since Boruto did lose everything, which includes his friends and family, Boruto will not be able to return home, since he was branded as a traitor who killed the Hokage, meaning that he won't have a bed to sleep in and most importantly, won't have anything to eat since Hinata was sealed away and can't cook any meals for Boruto. That's why Factor got Boruto covered, the sponsor of today's video. Get fresh, ready-made meals delivered to your doorstep when you sign up with Factor. Factor's chef-created meals are fresh, never frozen, and designed by dietitians to ensure every meal is packed with premium, science-backed nutritional quality. No more meal prep, no more dishes, no more unhealthy fast food. Factor offers the most convenient way to eat well while eating right. Factor's menus are updated weekly and include 27 plus meals and 34 plus add-on options. Choose your favorite meals or let them craft your order based on your taste preference and meal history. Factor helps save time and alleviates stress with no prep and no mess. Factor cuts out stressful meal planning and extensive prepping, so meals come together in minutes, taking the guesswork out of what makes for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Factor even offers meals to those who are looking for a keto, low-calorie, vegan, and vegetarian lifestyle with more than 27 plus meal options from each week. There's something for everyone. Meal plans range from 4 to 18 meals per week, and you can add more or reduce the number depending on your specific need. You can easily modify food preferences and skip a week if needed. As someone who goes to the gym a lot and has been trying to build them gains for the summer, Factor can help with reaching my fitness goals. In order to maintain a healthy lifestyle and to stay fit, it starts with the food, and Factor makes it possible for you to achieve your daily goals through nutritious, purposeful eating. Ingredients with integrity and dietitian approved. Factor helps you avoid fast food and ordering in, with no nonsense delicious food that's ready quickly. Factor's chef prepared meals take the guesswork out of eating well, so you never have to opt for something that isn't good for you. Factor meals arrive pre-prepared and ready to eat in 2 minutes or less, even faster than ordering it. Meal plans offer variety with a rotating weekly menu and add-ons like smoothies, keto shakes, desserts, and more. Factor's no hassle prepared foods make sure you always have something nutritious on hand when you don't have time to think about making lunch or dinner. Grab a prepared smoothie or keto shake for a quick snack, or heat and eat a chef quality meal in just 2 minutes with no prep or cleanup necessary, so you can stay focused on what you love to do. So click the link in the description or go to factor75.com and use code FACTORSE37016 for 50% off your first box. And once again, thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video. When it comes to the visuals of Boruto, the anime and manga do a solid job of capturing the scenes of the main story. Starting with the manga in your typical black and white pages, the art style and panels in the beginning chapters start out pretty rough. Sasuke out here looking like Professor Snake, Boruto's head looking like an oval, and the paneling being extremely basic and dry. Mikio Ikimoto is the main artist drawing the Boruto manga, as he was given this role by Kishimoto once the manga began serialization. The beginning chapters were rough but bearable, as over time the manga's visuals became much cleaner to read in manga format. Character models became much sharper, overall designs became much more detailed, and the fight choreography became less redundant and more complex. Obviously, compared to Naruto's manga art, the art for the Boruto manga is inferior. However, I think the manga does a fine job capturing the most important moments in the plot, such as transformations and character designs, which are Ikimoto's biggest strengths. Compared to the Boruto anime, the anime has a consistency problem when it comes to the visuals. Inconsistency is another point I will fully address later in this video. But when it comes to the Boruto anime, it is a weekly anime, meaning that not every episode is going to look the same visually. Some episodes are going to look fantastic and will blow the manga out of the water when adapting the source material, while other episodes may not have that same look and will look completely inferior compared to its manga counterpart. The anime has outsourced many of its episodes to smaller studios due to its time constraint of it being a weekly anime. The truth is, not every episode is gonna look the same. Take it how you will, but it does get a bit jarring when every episode Boruto does look different and the art style completely strays away from the manga. In fact, the Boruto anime doesn't even follow Ikimoto's art style, as the only episode they did animated in the exact manga art style is Boruto episode 189, which was Kawaki's introduction. While I think there are some beautiful scenes in the anime that clear the manga, there have been times where the anime falls behind when adapting the manga in terms of visuals. Look no further than the Code Arc, as there were some clear production issues that the anime was facing when animators had to cut corners just to get the final product out. That being said, when the anime does capture its visuals well, such as Kawaki's introduction, which portrayed the rawness rawness behind his power, or when Momoshiki awakened through Boruto's body for the first time, where the chakra was flowing behind him like he went Super Saiyan. Visually, it's pleasing to the eye. And let's not even forget about the endless eye shots in the anime, which does look beautiful as well. However, despite all that, the anime doesn't look like this in every single episode. In fact, it does look pretty bland in your average Boruto anime episode. Due to the inconsistency of this, I got the manga in terms of visuals, since Ikimoto consistently delivers on character designs, good paneling, and we know what the art is going to look like when a chapter drops every single month. Compared to the anime, every episode looks visually different, some good, some bad, but not consistent. Next is the story. Boruto is a unique series where the manga is monthly and the anime is weekly, making it impossible for the anime to adapt the manga storyline one-to-one, or else the anime would catch up to the manga and have no other content to adapt. That's why filler exists, or better known as anime canon, where the Boruto anime is filled with original episodes, not from the manga, to fill in the gaps between the storyline. The Boruto manga and anime are structured together, where the manga tells the main storyline and the anime fills in the space in between the main events, with episodes dedicated to other characters. The manga includes a small cast of characters where many of the side characters of Boruto's generation are left out of the story. The anime then dedicates episodes to said characters to give them more screen time, as well as dedicate more time to the main cast as well. The Boruto manga does begin with the Boruto movie arc, with the battle against Momoshiki in the first couple of chapters, whereas the anime begins with Boruto starting his life in the academy. Both have different starting points, however the anime allows us to see how Boruto started to rebel against being a shinobi, since that leads to the Chunin exams, where Boruto does get caught cheating. While the anime does have plenty of slice of life episodes, especially in the beginning, this is exactly what Naruto strived for when becoming Hokage, as they all lived in a time of peace. With the events of Boruto chapter 80, where Boruto loses his entire identity and the Leaf Village turns against him, Boruto is crushed since he spent so much time with his friends and family, which was shown in the anime, just to lose it all, and have them turn against him for something that he didn't do. This is what the anime manages to capture that the manga does not. While obviously the manga is easier to consume since it does give the crux of the story, it doesn't capture the smaller details and moments that Boruto shares in his everyday life, like how the anime does. Even when the anime adapts the manga arcs, the anime will always reference original episodes and arcs, even though they may not be the best of quality, which does expand the overall story. The biggest problem with the anime is that there's just way too many of these filler episodes, which can make it unbearable to watch the anime sometimes. There was points when I was watching the anime weekly where I had to just pause the anime for a while since I wasn't the biggest fan of some of the anime original arcs. However, I think through some of the bad anime canon arcs, there are some good ones, such as the Mitsuki retrieval arc, prison arc, Kara activation arc, and the labyrinth arc, which is all connected into the main storyline of the manga as with the Kara organization. So for the story, I gotta give it to the anime since you get the full story when watching it, despite all the filler, and even if you want, you can just skip the filler. Next are the fights, and honestly, I think this is a no-brainer. The anime does clear. The manga does a good job of displaying many characters' powers and the crazy battles that do take place, but the anime takes these same battles from the manga and adds so many more extra scenes to the fights. For example, when Kawaki was introduced into the series for the first time, he had a crazy battle with Garo, which was actually pretty short in the manga. They traded punches for a bit using their scientific ninja tools, but eventually, Kawaki did gas out. The anime adapts the same battle, but adds completely new moves and effects to the fight, which was not seen in the manga, basically expanding the overall fight. And this is a very common thing that the Naruto franchise has done, as whenever there is a major battle that does go on, the anime likes to expand and add additional fighting scenes that makes the fights much more enjoyable. Another example was the Momoshiki fight. The manga version was incredibly quick as it only lasted a couple pages, but with the anime, it showed the teamwork between Naruto and Sasuke and their ability to fight together from over the years. When Sarada did the Chidori for the first time, instead of running up and striking Boro like how she did in the manga, she was able to use her Chidori after Boruto does a vanishing Rasengan and a backflip to create an opening for her in the anime. And even in anime canon arcs where Boruto is fighting Kara members like Deepa with very nice animation and finishing him off with a high compression Rasengan alongside with Team 7, which he trained for in that same arc. I don't even think it's contentious, so yeah, Boruto anime got the better fights. Next is tone, and honestly this is up in the air as the manga and anime in the beginning of the series was lighthearted. However, the manga set a darker tone at a much quicker pace than the anime did. After the Momoshiki fight, the manga jumped straight into the Mujina Bandits arc, which set a dark tone immediately, whereas the anime took 150 episodes to get to the same arc as it had plenty of happy slice of life episodes. However, once Kara was introduced into the story, many characters were dying. However, the anime tends to go back and forth between the tone of dark and lighthearted, as after the battle against Ishiki, Kawaki, there were a couple of arcs that had plenty of depth, but after that it went back to the slice of life style that the anime started out as, which was jarring to watch. Himawari going to the academy is cool, but watching an arc full of little kids when it could have been placed earlier in the series fell off in my opinion. The manga stays in a consistent tone where it progressively gets darker and darker to what it is now, and personally I do like that. It keeps the reader engaged since they know it's going to be rough for Boruto since he lost his friends and family. Gotta give it to the manga on this one. And finally, consistency. Out of all the categories that we put the anime and manga against each other, I think the manga is much more consistent overall. When reading the manga on a monthly basis, the manga always delivers on a consistent art style, dynamics between the main characters, plot twists, and continues the overall storyline. The anime on the other hand, if you do watch it on a weekly basis, it's not guaranteed that the anime is going to adapt the manga, and most likely will drop anime original episodes since they can't adapt the manga one-to-one. Waiting for the anime to adapt the manga can also be long, especially for people who don't want to watch the anime original content, so the anime can go years of making filler without a manga canon episode in sight, while the manga consistently brings on exciting and engaging story on a month-to-month basis. So I gotta give it to the manga on this one. And in my opinion, I just think it depends on who you ask on what's better between the Boruto anime and the Boruto manga. Every fan of this series consumes it in a different way, whether it's from the anime or manga. For me, I personally like the manga a bit more since we get the main storyline, while I do watch some of the anime arcs when they do adapt the manga and do show some of those crazy fights. So let me know how you guys feel about this video in the comment section below. Which version of Boruto do you think is better, Boruto anime or Boruto manga? Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.